Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to the Franchise Hour. We are in season 2, episode 6, and our topic today is the real estate franchise. And for that purpose, we have a extreme knowledgeable person with us who is into the franchising business as well as in the real estate business. And we are welcoming Mr. Rex Toman. He is the owner of My Home Philippines.
Hi, good
And
afternoon.
good afternoon, Rex. And after we talk to Mr. Thoman, we have also a conversation and a presentation by Mr. John Lunkins. He is the founder and the operator of Franchisemarket.ph,
Yeah,
an
hi.
excellent web portal for franchise opportunities.
Mm.
So, first of all, let me start with Mr. Rex Thoman. What did you, and you are a real estate broker, and I presume you have not been that for your whole life. What did you do actually before you went into the real estate business?
Uh, Actually, I'm a graduate of agricultural business. So that was 1982. And then I did specialize in prawn farming. So I operated prawn farms. And then after the Emperor Hirohito died, the prawn industry kind of collapsed in a way. The Japanese market doesn't want to eat prawns for 2 years. So and then after that, uh, there was a problem with diseases with prawns and pests as well. So the original design of prawn farming, which is the intensive culture, was did not materialize in the Philippines. So we have to go back to the old traditional system or semi-intensive system. So anyway, after that, I thought of shifting to another industry.
So that triggered then the idea of going into real estate.
Well, during the time, I was seeing in newspapers the advertisements of developers that if you want to become a millionaire, go to real estate. who doesn't
Makes
want
sense.
to who doesn't want to become a millionaire anyway? So without a background in real estate, I packed my bags because I'm based in Pampanga. So packed my bags, went to Makati, and joined a real estate company to be trained as a agent.
Okay, let's talk generally about real estate from the consumer standpoint. If I buy a property, what should I be looking for?
Sorry, okay.
If I buy from the general perspective of a buyer, if I want to buy a property, what should I be looking for in order
Okay.
for me to deal with a legitimate buyer, a seller, I mean, and to make sure I get a good deal? What should I do?
Well, basically, buyers will always want nice property, nice location, but cheap, cheap. Uh, so which is uh, which is the problem because you cannot. It's seldom can you find good property that is cheap. Basically, high quality properties has a price. So you have to make them see that it is when you buy property, especially for investment or for if you want to use it, uh, do not worry about the price per square meter or the price of the house. you look at the if it is in a good location, sustainable location, and the price you developers they offer it, they stretch the payment term so it's very affordable. So you can get good properties at very affordable price. So that's what we show the buyers, the prospects, make give them choices, and they decide.
What about in condos?
Same with
Same.
condos. Basically, good condominium projects are those located in a central business district. Ayala, for that matter, has many mixed-use developments after Makati, and then they have many mixed-use developments all over the country. So it's best for you if you are looking for a condo. You want the convenience of living in a commercial or in a central business district. So you would want to be in that kind of mixed-use development like Makati, DGC, Bertis North, Arca South, or Alabang, or something like that. Here in Pampanga, we have Albiera. In Laguna, we have uh, Nubali.
Okay.
In Cagayan we have Centrio.
Okay. Yeah, in Cagayan de Oro, we have Century. That's
Yeah.
correct. What if I read sometimes that people are complaining about delays in turnovers? What actually safeguards for buyers?
Well, actually, before there was the RESA law and the HLURB being strict to developers. Now, the developers has to indicate the turnover date, and many developers really kind of if they are reputable, they deliver on time. Well, there will be some developers who will have some problems on their turnover, but that's why I don't kind of sell offer. I don't kind of sell those kind of developments because otherwise the buyers will go after me.
Excellent. Yeah, that's true. Uh, is it actually an advantage buying a property or a condo during the pandemic, or is it better to wait until the pandemic is over? How is the real estate industry doing right now in the
Yeah,
pandemic?
you will be surprised, RK, that last year during the lockdown and now pandemic time still that we main developers are selling so much, no, by the billions. Why? Because they made it a point that to stretch the payment term. So instead of paying it for 2 years, now they're getting you to pay it for 5 years. So it's very affordable on a monthly basis. You will you will be surprised you can afford it, and these are really nice properties that under normal circumstances you would maybe find it difficult to pay on the based on installment, but now you can very much afford it.
The financing is it challenging now because I read also in the papers that the banks are somewhat more careful in lending money. How are they dealing with buyers of condos or properties right now?
uh, there is a problem with the banks as far as financing uh, house construction or financing resale properties. So especially if you are in the tourism sector, if you're working in an airline industry or in hotels, something like that. So the bank tend not to approve at this time, or if they approve, they make it very. They only finance a small portion of your loan. But then with the pre-selling projects, which I am very much into, selling pre-selling projects, there is no problem because the banks and the developer they have a MOA that the bank will finance the developer to as much as 85%. So no problem. As if you deal with if you set, deal with properties that are uh, handled the properties of reputable developers, no problem with the financing.
A lot of talks, especially in TV, is now about going green. How do developers react to so-called going green in the constructions?
Well, yes, actually that is the trend now, and many developers, especially the Ayala, no, the reputable developers, Mega World, SMDC, they tend to come up with really condominium projects that are that is sustainable and follow the green technology.
Okay. So let's talk about the real estate business itself from your side. What does actually the real estate broker? What do you actually offer to your clients? How do you help them?
Well, basically, if you go to the to malls before or now, you will just see one developer showing a property, or maybe if you talk to one agent, maybe they will just show you one property. We as brokers tend show them several properties that is according to their preference and it is within their budget so that they can exercise their power of choice. We want them to choose because these are investments by the millions, and we will not impose on a property if they tell us that of the requirement that's not consistent with the property that I'm offering. So we have properties, many properties around that will certainly fit the requirement of the buyer, their budget, their preference, their taste. So that's what we do. We give them choices, help them to make an informed decision.
Excellent. What do you think? How will the real estate business evolve now in 2021 while still the pandemic is going on and beyond of that?
Well, the real estate industry will keep on progressing because, in fact, in the low cost market, in the socialized market, when I started 30 years ago, the backlog of the Philippines with regards to housing is 1.8 million. After 30 years, you think that the 1.8 million backlog is now lower? No, it's even the backlog now is already 6.7 million. So you'll be surprised. Uh, Maybe the Filipinos are really very prolific. So we have that's why we have to really address the backlog and then housing backlog, and then for investors, for those OFWs, before there are a few OFWs, so now there are a lot of OFWs with capacity to pay, and they kept on buying properties rather than waste their money somewhere.
You said we have a backlog of more than 6 million.
Yes,
If we divide the 6 million backlogs by income brackets, what's the biggest chunk of that? Is it for mass
that would
housing
be,
or?
yeah, that would be in the 2 million below market.
Mm,
So the ordinary people. But then, even in the middle market and even in the upscale market, be- you have lots of demand because these are investors.
mm.
They have already houses or maybe condo units, but they are still buying because rather than leave your money in the bank, they buy
Mm.
properties because they are assured that in 10 years' time their property triples in value. Your money will not
Next, okay, go ahead.
your money will not triple in value in the bank.
Correct. What's actually the preference of buyers today? Are they going more for house and lots, or they're going more for condos? What's more the trend?
Um, in Before, it used to be condo because you can rent it out. It earns you money, and there are many possible prospects who want your condo unit so they can live within the business district. But with this pandemic, we were surprised that many people in Metro Manila already want to live in the province, like here in Pampanga or maybe in Laguna or in Cavite, in an area where it's not crowded. So the unlike Manila, it's very crowded, and the fear of getting COVID maybe is really getting them to buy so much properties, a lot of properties here in the province. So I think during this pandemic, people realized that they would want to be in the province where the density of population is lower.
That's correct. Yes, I agree. Also, I mean, I'm the last 10 months.
That's why
I'm
you're
more
in
or less
Cagayan de Oro.
Cagayan de Oro. So I really enjoy it here. I'm already dreading. I have to fly back end of this month to Manila. I don't
Yeah.
actually like the idea. I'm so used to already staying in Cagayan. That's correct. All right, Rex. When did you actually start at My Home Philippines?
Well, after during the time that I started re, my career as a real estate broker, I was already looking at how I can serve my clients better, then how I can serve the industry. So, and I saw that there are lots of concerns that needs to be addressed. So that's why I conceptualize my home Philippines, the concept of my home Philippines, long before it's in the back of my mind, and I started formalizing it. I formalized it 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So and then what was in my mind over the last 20 years, I incorporated it in the in my business, my home Philippines. So, RK, nawala.
Nakalive ko pa. Okay lang sir. Meron siya. Yung presentation ko yung nakashow sa akin.
Yeah, pero
Nawala siya sir.
Vlog lang yun.
Nag-shift sila nila.
sa kanila.
Yes sir, sa kanila po.
Naka-live ko pa rin. Sa kanila yun.
Today, screen nakikita doon sa nakikita sa live, hindi.
Yung,
Is this one?
kung ano yung pinapakita ng audio.
So, anong gagawin ko dito? Do I? Yeah, hello? Yeah, RK. Can,
May problema sa kanila.
Okay. Okay.
Nawala yung sa kanila. Hindi mo narinig sa akin.
So, RK, sorry, we're live. Can you go back to the first slide, please? Can you hear me?
Sabihin mo hindi mo siya marinig.
I can't hear you. Can we go back to the first slide, please?
Yes, we are on the first slide again.
Okay. So, yeah, okay, that one. So, okay, My Home Philippines. This is a product of my more than 20 years in the industry. And here, instead of talking to one broker or agent with one property to offer, I thought of coming up with a business that could offer all condominiums, houses, lots only, and also including design and build. So I thought of a one-stop real estate supermarket concept. So that's My Home Philippines, your one-stop real estate supermarket. And I thought of franchising this one. And when I was about to, remember, I contacted you 2015.
Correct.
Yes. And then when you came up with the franchise, I thought of already launching, but I can see that there's still a problem with the franchise in that there is no digital marketing component. So I have to get a partner and develop the digital marketing component of the franchise, because originally the franchise is you should be in the mall, and you in the mall you are a supermarket, real estate supermarket in the mall area. So now we incorporated that. Okay, you're in the mall, but you are limited with the people who goes to the mall. So we thought of incorporating digital marketing. So even if you're in the mall, you can advertise and then be seen by the global audience. So after developing the digital marketing component of My Home Philippines, um, I was already last year ready to launch, but then the pandemic came. So I have to wait out. But then I thought that since it's pandemic, sales will suffer very much. But we are surprised that developers also changed the way they do things. They digitalize everything as far as their capability is concerned. So, and we also uh, develop our platform of digital marketing. And while our first franchisee, um, while she was just working from home, she was able to deliver 140 million plus. So I'm very happy that our digital marketing platform can cope or was able to cope with the lockdown. And now I am offering this now, a much improved franchise product with a multi-platform digital marketing technology that does not only focus on one platform, which is oftentimes Facebook, but we do a lot, including Instagram, LinkedIn, Google, YouTube. We also do Google Ads. We also do Gmail and listing in portals like Property 24, Lamudi, That Property, and a lot more. So this is our the technology that we were able to develop this kind of system, and this proved our sales, the sales of our first franchisee was more than consistently over 100 million over the last 3 years. Okay, that's one. Um, That is the actual sales volume of our pioneer franchisee. She joined in 2017, so she has no sales yet. But in 2018, she was able to deliver 180 million. And then we had some problem with the inventory, available inventory in 2019. It was not, the projects were not launched immediately, so she was only able to deliver 164 million. Last year during the lockdown, we thought that she will only deliver at best 30 million or so, but she delivered with the aid of our technology 142 million, and that is during the lockdown. Now 2021, she's looking at delivering 300 million, but it's she's all by herself. So that volume, sales volume, is only by one person. Unlike other brokers, it's that kind of volume is delivered by several salespeople. But with my home technology, that's only the performance of one person, one franchisee.
All right, let's listen to what your franchisee, Ms. Charlene Torres, has to tell us.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Charlene Torres, better known as Shark, and I'd like to share a glimpse of my journey with my home. I started with my home fresh from college. No professional work experience, no real estate background at all. I didn't even know how bank amortizations work that time. So that was 2017, and I was 21. I just believe with the company's vision and of course their promise that I can earn a seven-figure income in a year just by having my home franchise. So I immediately grabbed the offer. I was enticed because who wouldn't be? If I got employed that time, I'm pretty sure that I won't be earning even half of what my home has promised me. So I've been with my home not only as its first franchisee, but also as part of the pioneer and the core team that developed its digital marketing strategies. My home system was not yet in place when I joined. So Rex was still doing the trial and error phase. We did email extraction, email marketing, we did LinkedIn profile searches, and a lot more that didn't work for us in the industry until we developed the strategy that gladly has earned me my first million just after a year of joining the company. And it continuously progressed. I started with a very conservative 1,000 Facebook spend per week. Imagine that's per week. And it didn't earn me as much leads as I wanted for my sales target. So I took the risk. I increased my marketing budget, and now I'm spending 50,000 per month on the different digital platforms of my home. So we are doing Facebook ads, we are doing Google AdWords, we're doing email marketing, portal listings, and etc. And now I'm achieving 150 to 200 million sales per year, and that's just for one person. So imagine if you have a higher spend for marketing and more salesperson in your franchise. And when the pandemic broke, it changed the world. And it's safe to say that the real estate game has changed too. However, luckily for us, it has been easier to adapt and to adjust to the different situations because we have been doing this way before the pandemic came to us. So from an office setup in a mall supermarket, we channeled our rent expense to the digital marketing strategies present. And despite the pandemic, I was able to hit 142 million sales, close to my 150 million target for the year. Now, for 2021, I am hopeful and positive to achieve 300 million sales through My Home's multi-platform digital marketing strategies. And I hope you would do too. It would be easier to achieve maybe twice, thrice, 7 times of what we are doing now. Just have to believe and to see it for yourself. So it's really just up to you.
So yes, and um, that's me. Um, with the proof that yeah, that's me. With to my right is Jericho Gatip. He is the our chief marketing officer and head of digital strategy. To my to my left is Charlene Torres. She is our first franchisee who easily sell more than 100 million and earn seven-figure income. And we are flanked by Miss Bing Gumbok of Abida and Miss Mir Iridani of Abida also. They kind of awarded us with our sales achievement. No, with Charlene's sales achievement. So those are the awards. Well, I'm just happy to show that what we that is the proof that our system works. In fact, many sellers and brokers ask us how many salespeople do you have? Because oftentimes people who will get awards are those with a big organization, and I tell them I have only one, and they kind of be surprised that even one person can deliver so much volume and achieve and get be awarded for it. So yeah, that's the proof. And yeah, for interested parties, if you want My Home Philippines franchise, and you may contact me in my number or email. You can also visit me here in my office in Clark. Uh, Once in a while, I also go to Bertis North, our office in Bertis North. So if you are interested to own a franchise, a real estate franchise, we are there uh, to guide you, to set you up, and then guide you along the way. And all you need to do is really um, pay uh, the advertising spend to Facebook, Google, and the other portal offerings. So in the previous presentation, we are suggesting that for anyone to deliver 100 million sales, one has to spend, ready to spend, I should say, ready to spend 50,000 per month for their digital spend. And with that, and I'm with our teamwork, I'm pretty sure that they can deliver as well more than 100 million, like Miss Charlene Torres.
Excellent. And the good news is also you actually don't have a franchise fee right now for the first who are joining you in 2021. So you get actually a very good opportunity to make money without spending much money, because normally if you get a franchise, beside of the franchise fee, you have also high setup fees because of construction and other things. In your case, they have actually only 45,000 setup fee, and that's it actually practically. All they need is office setup in the house, and they can already be sales agent and the franchisee of My Home Philippines. All right. In the meantime, thank you so much, Rex, for your presentation.
You're
And I'm
welcome.
and I'm calling in John Lonkins,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
John is a very nice guy who is doing something what I like that he is doing it, namely he has a franchise portal. How did you
Yeah.
come to that idea? Going in, I know you actually an IT guy
Yeah.
and not a franchise guy, correct?
Yeah.
So what brought you actually to the idea of coming up with a franchise portal?
No, basically back in 2019, so I was like looking for like franchise opportunities uh in the Philippines. So when I was surfing the net, I couldn't see any portal that listed down the available franchises. So it's just like a blog with how to franchise, but there's nowhere where you can just filter the industry, the amount of investment, the franchise fee. So that's the time where why not create a portal since I know how to create one. So yeah, that's how franchise market started.
All right, and let's tell also our viewers, you actually sitting right now in Dubai. You're
Yeah.
working
So
in Dubai. You actually know FW, so to speak.
yeah. So I've
But
been
you're
here for
Cebuano,
4 years.
no? You are originally from Cebu.
Yeah, Bisaya.
All right. Can I invite you, John, to tell us more about uh, Franchisemarket.ph and do your presentation, please?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, franchisemarket.ph. So we have a hashtag start here, grow everywhere. So that's for the franchisors. Like if you start in franchise market, you can grow everywhere. Yeah. So yeah, about us. So we are an online portal to promote and open new option of business opportunity for both potential franchisees and franchisors. So it's a portal for uh, franchise for franchisors. So we started back August 2019, and we are a member of Filipino International Franchise Association. So yeah, so our back then our mission vision was to be the number one portal for franchise information and a marketing platform for franchisors in the Philippines. So we want to help franchisors market their franchise through our portal. So at the same time, we are dedicated to provide reliable and up-to-date franchise information to the public to help franchisors get the exposure that they need for their brand and grow their business using our platform. So what we offer, it's just basically franchise listing. So of course, we're a portal, so we have a listing. So we list all the franchises in our platform for free, no hidden charges. So I really encourage all the franchisors to post your franchise here. It's totally free. uh, so compared to other franchise websites, you cannot you can edit your own information here anytime, anywhere. So uh, also users can easily contact you through our integrated contact form. So it goes directly to your inbox. And and then we also have franchise success stories. So we would like uh, we like to highlight the uh, franchise brands, like their stories, like how did they make it successful. So the benefit for this is for like brand storytelling makes you stand out. It humanizes your brand. It helps you attract the right people, and it helps you communicate your value. So we provide free write up in our franchise success stories segment for every brand who are interested. And also we have podcast interview. So on this show, we talk to franchise owners, franchises, and entrepreneurs to learn how to start, thrive, and succeed in business. So Franchise Market aims to help Filipinos on their entrepreneurial journey. So basically, it highlights the expertise of the uh, franchisor, build a brand, broaden the exposure to an engaged audience, and build relationship within the industry. And lastly, we have the commercial space listings. So this was launched last year. So basically, the commercial space listing is focusing on retail spaces. So, like for someone who would like to look for a retail space for their franchise or for their business, so they can just easily go to our commercial space listing, so you don't have to go like from other portals. So it's just a one-stop shop where you can find a franchise, look for a space. Yeah, so that's the latest update that we have in our platform, the commercial space listing. So why sign up with Franchise Market? So basically, uh, it's a free marketing for your business. Minimize your marketing costs, increase your brand visibility online, increase lead generation, and targeted traffic. So, so far, since our website is focused solely on franchising, so our visitors are most likely looking for franchise information and a business to franchise. So for the last 6 months, our platform had 200K users visited. So imagine your franchise has that exposure of 200,000 users. So grab the opportunity to to list your franchise. So it's like 600,000 page views, and the people are like staying for 2 minutes in our platform just to uh, extract information. So yeah, that's basically like the things that we have so far. And for this coming 2021, so we have another listing that we will be implementing, the events. So like we would like to help like uh, to show the events happening in the franchise industry, like example for this franchise hour. So we can just list that up, like what are events happening. And also online franchisee quiz tool, so it's an automated one. And yeah, that's it. So thank you, and start here, go everywhere. RK, you're on mute.
Yeah,
RK.
I know. Thank you. Thank you so much, John, for the excellent presentation of
Yeah,
franchise market. And I encourage all the franchisors to list themselves with franchisemarket.ph.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Excellent presentation, John.
Thank you,
So
thank you.
before we go, I would also like to share something from our end and give you the updates, what we have for you. As we said today, we have the real estate franchise hour, episode 6. If you're interested to have my book all about franchising, we're giving it away for free as a PDF file. We send it to you and you can read it. Just request it through Messenger. I want to invite you also to join the 10th Philippine SME Business Expo and Conference virtual edition, which will be from February 23 to 25 at philsme.com. I will also do a seminar there. Then I invite you also to read the magazine franchising.ph. This is the February issue. We feature Amari La Cocina as the main article into it, but the magazine has 52 pages all in all, with a lot of opportunities and stories about business and franchising. So look at franchising.ph. Like My Homes Philippines and 800 other companies in the Philippines and around the world, they have been developed by RK Franchise Consultancy, and we provide very affordable professional franchise development. We structure the franchise, we prepare the operations manuals, we prepare the marketing materials, all the legal aspect, all the contracts, what you need as a franchisor, the franchise disclosure in according to the TTI Bureau order, franchise website, franchisor manual, and we also help you if you go international and all other aspects of franchising. And if you have already a franchise, if you're a franchisor, you may join also the Filipino International Franchise Association. All clients of RK are automatically member, but if you're not an RK member, you can also join if you are qualified to join. I will invite you also to a seminar of mine, which is called Franchise and Trademark Your Business, which will be on Zoom on February 17, next Wednesday at 4 p.m. Please call our office at our landline is 8 912 2946 or 0917 3874 3620, and we give you the free link to the seminar. If you want to learn more about franchising, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, RK Franchise. We have the more than 20 seminars, and all the franchise hours are there as well, all the previous franchise hours. Next Thursday, February 18, we will have Mr. Freddy Opena as guest. He is the owner of the biggest nail salon franchise in the Philippines, Nails.Glow, and we have also a special presentation by Mr. David Abrenilia for the PSE. So he is the owner of Mediacom. All right. So, and then I'm inviting you again to be with us next Thursday. And today, I would like to thank all my guests, My Homes Philippines owner, Mr. Rex Toan, and John Lonkins in Dubai.
Yeah.
And I hope I see you both guys. We are in all
Yeah.
different places in the world. I'm in Cagayan. Rex is in Pampanga and John is in Dubai. And I hope I can see both of you within the year in life. We have some events in Dubai actually planned for
Mm.
September. Let's see if we can go already. All right. I would like to thank you both, gentlemen, and I
Yeah.
would like to thank our viewers. And I'll see you again next Thursday. Thank you and have a good day.